Andrew Healy from Bowens. Today we've been very fortunate to have Jesse Glascott from G-LUX Builders invite us out to his latest project to talk a little bit about some of the products, but in particular the insulation that we're using here. Jesse, tell us a little bit about the home that we're standing in and what it all is about.
Today we're at a Passivhaus that we're building in Warrandyte. It's going to be a certified project, which is super exciting. 3-bedroom house, 2-bathroom. We've got a little office studio at the front. UPVC windows in this project. We're going to have the ProClimber wraps. We've got insulation going over the slab, and we've actually got some pretty cool stuff like rammed earth inside the air tightness envelope, which we've never had before, so that's pretty cool. Yeah.
So there's obviously a lot of sustainability because we're seeing a lot of the products in here that we've worked on in the past collectively, as you mentioned, with the ProClimber and so forth. But
yes,
behind us here is a brand new product that we've been working on at Bowens, and I know you were pretty keen to jump on board. It's a brand new denim insulation from Planet Protector Group.
Yep.
What was it that appealed to you and your clients about utilising this product on this project?
Well, I guess it's just an excellent story. You know, it's made from offcuts of material that get shredded that would have been going to landfill, and here we are. It's been made into an insulation product here in Melbourne as well, so nice and local. So it's just the sustainability story behind the product. Super excited to be putting those in our jobs. Yeah.
Look, it felt. You could really feel it as you walked in here. Like, it's not just the thermal performance. We've got some really amazing acoustic properties going on. And that was the one thing, is once I walked into this, we've got it above us in the ceiling with an R6. And behind us, a little bit unusual, but I know the guys who are building to your standard are doing this a lot. But tell us a little bit about the wall, the size of the wall and the bats that we're using there.
Yeah, so generally we'll use a 140 mil thick stud for the external walls. And that's just to give us a bit more insulation than what we'd normally use. So 140 mil thick bat for the walls. That gives us an R4. So it's quite a dense product, this denim. So where we are right now, it's got like a real acoustic benefit. You can actually really feel how, you know, cozy it is in here as well.
I know you mentioned about insulating the slab. Sometimes you see slabs being insulated underneath. This time you're battening over the top with some 90 mil studs.
Yes.
And then insulating on the top. What's the bat that you're using there from Planet Protector?
So 90 mil bat, 2.5. So that's we're going to be putting joists at 450 centres, laying the bats down, and then sheet floor straight over the top. So a pretty basic sort of system. All our internal walls will also have the 90 mil bat, 2.5, and that's purely for acoustic benefits. Yeah.
I know when we did the factory tour, it was pretty amazing. We were all blown away when we walked in there and see the investment that's going on, and it's really exciting to see local manufacturing here in Victoria with that style of investment going on. But some of the things that appealed to both of us when we were walking through, we saw part of the machinery was actually taking offcuts of the material. So I'm seeing not a lot here because you've set up well, but there's always going to be offcuts. What are we going to do with those offcuts? Yeah,
so we're just bagging the offcuts. You know, potentially for a job of this size. Actually, this project, we had 1,100 bats go into the project, so it's a lot of insulation. You know, maybe we'll get 2 or 3 bags of offcuts. We'll take them back to the Planet Protector Group, and they'll just put them in the next batch. So, it's pretty good.
Otherwise, it'll be going to landfill. You're paying to get rid of it, and you know, there's nothing too sustainable about filling up landfill. Cutting it, it's a little bit different. You can't just cut it with a standard knife.
No,
what have we had to do around that?
I guess, you know, it is textile, so using a knife, it just doesn't work. So we've actually got these hand saws. It's like almost like a big bread knife with a serrated edge. Barco make them, yeah. So pretty much we just set up some trestles, and you pretty much just hand sawing like you would with a bit of wood. So it does take a bit longer to install, but you know, you don't get the itchiness, you don't get the sore eyes. So it's well worth the extra benefits of that.
I certainly noticed that today when I walked in. Like, it's quite warm outside today. The guys are all in shorts and t-shirts. There's no PPE going on. They're not having to put eye protection on. So I suppose whilst it's taking me a little bit longer than the hand cutting, it's obviously a lot more comfortable for your staff to install.
Absolutely, yeah. I know generally we don't get carpenters, chippies to install insulation. That's sort of, you get a subcontractor in to do that. But I'm sure, you know, my carpenters haven't got a problem with installing something like this because it's easy to work with, yeah.
So from here, Jesse, what are we doing? Like, obviously at Bowens, we're looking to launch this product broadly, but we're also working with another passion of yours with the Sustainable Builders Alliance.
Yes, correct. So, you know, a big part of my role with Sustainable Builders Alliance is to network with suppliers like yourself, and we like to promote, you know, all the innovation stuff that you guys are doing to put out there to help train other builders to learn about these new products, to learn about the way to build better. And to me, something as exciting as this product, every builder's going to want to know about it, want to get it into their job.
That's fantastic. Thanks for your time. Love having a chat about this. Always exciting to come out and see projects like this. But yeah, perhaps we take a little bit of a walk around and have a look at some of the detail that's going on, and we can have a bit of a chat about that as well.
Sounds good.
Thank you.